hypnosis. I have a lot of people who ask about hypnosis day in and day out, and wanted to record this video to go over a few things so that you are fully aware as you are seeking out a hypnotist for whether entertainment or one-on-one sessions. What is hypnosis? A lot of people ask. It is the bypass of the critical factor establishment of acceptable selective thinking. I'm sure you're wondering, what does that exactly mean? Essentially, we're getting you into this heightened state of suggestibility, the ability to accept new information, new suggestions so that you can make change. Um, this could be for habit control, this could be to lose weight, this could be for more confidence, less anxiety, etc. There are four parts of the mind that I want to go over. This is very important to understand. You have the conscious mind. This is what we're using day in and day out. This is our focus of consciousness, excuse me, what we're attending to at any given moment. It's logical, protects us, it solves problems. The one downside is it can only hold 7 to 9 bits of information at any given time. That's why a lot of people fail. A lot of people think that they can use willpower alone, and they just end up in this vicious cycle of using willpower, going back to their old habits. There's a reason that your telephone numbers are so short, that your social security numbers are so short, that they are chopped up into bits, into 2 or 3 digits, so that you can remember them very easily. We also have this critical factor. This is the part of the brain that sits between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. This is the protector. It decides whether information is true or not true. When it's not true, information still enters the subconscious mind, but it goes into this database of information, and the subconscious mind recognizes this but doesn't really give it any credibility. For example, if someone goes up to you and says, "I don't think you're very smart," your critical factor is going to protect that. It's not going to allow that information to go into the subconscious mind. It's going to reject it. It is not true. But when it is true, this critical factor is going to push it through to the subconscious mind. It's going to reinforce all of your habits and beliefs that you have. This is a very responsible part of the mind. It keeps what it is in the subconscious mind consistent. If the subconscious mind needed to keep rearranging this content, these habits and beliefs, it would just be exhausting for you all the time. So hypnosis allows you to get into that state of mind, to accept new suggestions, to make change at a subconscious level. Subconscious mind, which we've been talking about, is the part of the consciousness. It defines us, who we are, what we do every single day. It's our beliefs, our habits. Everything that you do is because subconsciously you believe it is good for you. This part of the mind resists change. Again, using willpower alone does not work. Hypnosis allows us to tap into this part of the mind, fortunately, and make changes in how we think, we feel, we behave. The unconscious mind, this is fully developed before birth. This is the part of the mind that keeps things going. Breathing, you don't think about. Defending from infection, you don't think about. Digesting food, etc. This part of the mind can actually learn. Dr. Pavlov's experiment with the dogs ringing a bell. Dogs come over, understand that that means food is there. Anytime they hear a bell, they think there's going to be food. This part of the mind is also very fascinating. It helps us learn to generate symptoms to protect us from a stressful situation. A child does not want to go to school. A person doesn't want to go to work. They say, "Hey, I'm sick. I'm not feeling well." Next thing you know, later on in the day, their body manifests some sort of illness, and they are actually sick. They actually believed it into their minds, into their bodies. Let's talk about hypnosis for a little bit. I know a lot of people wonder, is this sleep? What is hypnosis? It is not sleep. When you hear a hypnotist say sleep, whether in a stage show or in an office session, it just means for that participant, that person, to close his or her eyes, go deeply relaxed. We are constantly going into states of hypnosis when you're driving. If you think, maybe I forgot my exit, not really sure how I got home, you're in a hypnotic state. You're just unconsciously going through these motions. You know where you're going. You're daydreaming. You're sort of letting your mind drift into this hypnotic state. Now that's a very light hypnotic state. Let's get into more like deeper level states. When you're watching a movie, you get so emotionally involved, you cry, you laugh. When you're reading a book, you start seeing the images in your mind. When we pass through the sleep state every night, we go through this hypnotic state of mind. That moment where you're half asleep, half awake, you can hear the TV on in the background, you can hear sounds outside, etc. That is hypnosis. Very deep level is when you are looking for your keys, or maybe the ketchup bottle or orange juice, milk, whatever it is in the fridge, and you don't know where these things are. Keys are a great example. You think you've put them on the kitchen table, you look, they're not there. Next thing you know, you look back and they are there. That's a negative hallucination. This happens when we're looking in the fridge for something like the ketchup bottle, the milk, etc. We don't see it right at first, and then all of a sudden someone points it out to us or we notice it. So those are several examples of hypnosis in our natural occurring, day in and day out, us experiencing hypnosis. People often wonder, is it safe? No one's ever been hurt, stuck, unconscious in hypnosis. It is a totally safe state of mind that we go in day in and day out. I just gave you a few examples. It is recognized by the American Medical Association. This has been since 1958. You can actually emerge at any time if you're in a session, if you're on stage, and you don't feel like being hypnosis anymore. You just open your eyes. You're not under anyone's power, anyone's control. Hypnosis is something that you must be willing to accept, and anyone can be hypnotized if you're normal intelligence and you want to be hypnotized, you're willing to follow suggestions, you can go into this state of mind. People wonder, people say, well, will I remember everything that I do? What if I do something crazy? You remember everything. And, in this state of mind, most people don't realize it just feels like you're completely relaxed. If you've ever done yoga or meditated, again, that moment before you fall asleep, that is hypnosis. You're fully aware. You might feel airy, light, tingly, just fully relaxed mentally, physically, etc. Oftentimes the eyelids may flutter. This is the experience of visualizing. You'll start to see images. This is totally normal. Things to remember, again, this is a totally natural state of mind. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. You must be willing to go into this state of mind. No one can force you. I always tell people, if I were to say, notice your left hand right now, feeling heavy, light, numb, tingly. Maybe you notice your right hand, feeling the same lightness, tingly, numb. Or if you're sitting on a chair, you might notice the chair below you or your feet on the floor. If you can notice those things, I'm giving you suggestions. You're actually going into a light state of hypnosis. You're accepting those suggestions. 99% of clients that I see get rid of their habits, their negative beliefs, their negative emotions after a session. Subsequent sessions are often necessary. These are more powerful. Different techniques are used. A lot of people ask, after the first session, I feel great, I've made change, do I have to come back? I always suggest that you should continue your sessions. Now, in the stage shows, it's a different story. Majority of the people do go into hypnosis, but you'll notice people often get invited off the stage because they're not deep enough. Finally, again, as long as you follow instructions, you use your imagination, you act as if, like I said before, use the example of noticing the sensations of your body, noticing your feet on the ground, your hands, perhaps on your laptop, your computer, on your desk. You can notice these things, you can use your imagination, you can act as if, and you can allow yourself to go into this hypnotic state. You'll feel better than you've ever felt, whether you're in a session or on stage. You'll feel relaxed and you'll see results. And always tell people any sound, sensation, thoughts, they really send you deeper. They help you go deeper into relaxation during your session, when you're on stage, etc. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm at jeffgoodman at 360hypnosis.com. That's GEOFF Goodman, Goodman, at 360hypnosis.com. There's a link below, and I look forward to helping you.